Well, this is Steve Ridgel, and I'm thinking about taking a nap. Well, not exactly, but I am thinking about naps. And you're thinking, okay, why are you talking about naps, and why are you thinking about naps? Well, because I read my Bible a lot, and you'd be amazed how many things there are in the Bible about naps. And I decided naps can be a blessing, they can be a sign of real health, or they can be a sign of trouble. For example, David took a nap right before he got in trouble with Bathsheba. Now, I think in David's case, that nap was probably a sign of depression because he wasn't doing what God had told him to do. He wasn't leading his people in battle. He sent his people into battle. So I think sometimes, you've talked to people who say, I just sleep all the time. And when you really start talking to them, you realize it's a matter of depression is why they're sleeping all the time. And so in that case, I think naps can be a warning sign. But I also know that Elijah, right after he defeated all the prophets of Baal, and he is running for his life from Jezebel, and he's exhausted, he lays down under a tree, and he naps. And God sends an angel and minister to him, and he naps again. In that case, I think sometimes you just get spiritually exhausted, and naps help regenerate, help rejuvenate, help you get ready to face what's next. Sometimes naps can be healing, and naps can be helpful. I've known a lot of people who get a lot done, and one of the secrets, sometimes right after lunch, they do a 15 or 20 minute, what they call a power nap. So maybe sometimes naps are helpful, or maybe God understands sometimes when we need them. And of course, when Jesus was going in the boat across the seas and the waves came up and everybody was frightened in the boat, and the apostles were like, don't you care if we drown? And Jesus was asleep. He was taking a nap in the boat. Sometimes naps are a sign that everything is okay, and that you're able to sleep even in the midst of a storm, because the one that can still get up and calm the seas can take care of the storms in our life. And so sometimes I think naps can be, a good indicator that you're exactly where you need to be with God. So, what does all that have to do with me and naps and you and naps? Be careful that naps aren't a sign that you're not dealing with something or a sign of depression. But sometimes when you're exhausted and need a nap, take one. And sometimes be really thankful that you can lay down and drift off to sleep no matter what, because it may just be a sign that you know the one that holds the key to surviving everything in this life. And that gives you enough peace to nap. Well, this is Steve Ridgel, and I'm not sure I'm going to go take a nap, but I sure am thinking a lot about naps and God and life.